So, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this live. It's Johnny. I hold the position of Chief Economic Analyst at Oakshare. We are today, Friday, October 27, 2023. Let's jump to our economic calendar to see what are the released report, and that will be released later on today. So, today we are Friday 27, we had the PCE report released at 3:30, and the release number was 0.3 per on the monthly basis. However, on the yearly basis, we have a fall by 0.1%, and that's not a big fall for the inflation. The PCE measures inflations in a more specific way than the CPI uh, do. We have, as well as, after 27 minutes from now, we have the inflation expectations, and as shown here, like we have like the expectations showing that we have an increase on the 1 year inflation expectation, as well as we have a increase on 5 years expectations. And if these reports are correct, I think the Fed will raise interest rate again and again later on this year or the upcoming week. Let's go jump to the market to check some pairs and do some small analysis for some pair on the euro dollar. My bearish trend line is broken, as well as I have a flag here. So now, like, it retest the trend line like 2 or 3 times. However, I'm on a risk of sentiment. The euro is a weak currency against the dollar, who's a safe haven. So on the daily time frame, my channel, I will be looking for the breakout of the channel here, and that breakout here will determine the upcoming move. So till now, I don't have any breakout of none of these channels. However, the candle here closes above the middle of the bearish candle here made on Wednesday. I think we are in a morning star, if you want. However, it might not be the case due to the fact that we are on a risk of sentiment. So next week we have the FMC on Wednesday night. The expectation shows a pause for the third time in a row by the Fed. So that will affect the dollar negatively. However, if Chair Powell will say that we have a further increase later on this year, I think the market might react in a opposite way. Let's go to the 4 hours candlesticks to see if we have something. So till now, I don't have any confirmation here on the 4 hour candle. On the 1 hour candle, there's nothing as well. So now it's a ranging market. It's a bit risky just to enter on any of these positions. Let's go to the Australian dollar. For the Australian dollar on the daily time frame. So till now, we have we might have a morning star on these candles here on the daily time frame. However, we are still in a ranging market, and in that case, like, technically speaking, it's not a morning star here. However, I don't know why the Australian dollar is rising a bit. I think it's due to the fact that the dollar is a bit weak today. However, I will be looking for these positions here on the daily MA. I think I might go short from there. It's not a signal, it's not a recommendation, but here I have a combination between the daily MA, as well as I have a psychological level and resistance, and that make from these points here a uh, strong point to sell. However, if I look clearly, I might have a double bottom or a triple bottom. It's mixed between both of them. So if it's the case and my neckline here is broken with a 4 hour candle close above the 63.67, I will be looking to go long towards the 64.41. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame. It's the same analysis as well. I had a morning star here. On the 1 hour time frame, it's the same analysis as well. Let's go to the gold. On the daily time frame on the gold, like I'm in a bullish, strong bullish move on the gold till now. So any break of these channels here, whenever on the 1964 or the 1992, I will be looking to go long or short on any of these supports and resistance. We'll go to the 4 hours time frame to see it a bit clearly. I have an astonishing ranging market here. Just any whenever the price will touch these areas here on the 1992, I will be looking for a sell with a stop loss with like 30 or 40 pips. It's not a signal. These are not recommendations, and I might be looking for a buy whenever the price touches the 1963 on these areas. That's we have a combination between the channel, the support, as well as the 4 hours AMA, and that make from these areas strong areas and like a clear, if you want, clear areas just to go long from there. It's the same analysis on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the Dow Jones. So, wow. So on daily time frame on the Dow Jones, like I will be very happy whenever I see any close below the 32,700, and the price is almost near these areas here. So on the daily time frame, I have an astonishing head and shoulders, as well as it might break the neckline soon. Any close below these areas here on the 32,700, I will be looking for a retest and then a fall towards the 31,800, but definitely on a like that trade will take like many and several days to be accomplished. However, technically speaking and fundamentally speaking, uh, that might happen, and it's very easy to be done. So on the 4 hours time frame, I can clearly see that we are hitting new lows, and whenever the price hits like 2 times or 3 times a low that has not been hidden since weeks or months, definitely it will reject for the first time or the second time, because like there's many people gonna buy or gonna go long from there. However, I think we are in a pure bearish move on the Dow. As you can clearly see on the 1 hour time frame, I have a closed, and then we had the perfect engulfing, and then another perfect engulfing, which make these areas a like we have to watch these areas. We have to watch the closing of these areas here. If the price is gonna hold below the 32,850, or like the 33,000 if you want, how it will go long towards the trend line again. But however, I don't think it's the case. I think like we have a high probability that these areas here is gonna be broken, as you can clearly see now that the price is falling. Let's go to a lower time frame to see if we had any confirmation of we had on the 30 of the 15 minutes time frame a perfect hammer. It touches the 15 minutes MA, as well as I'm here on a very strong support. So I have a perfect hammer. However, I'm on a 15 minutes time frame, which does not make like the trade perfectly. Wow, that's astonishing. Even on the on the 30 minutes time frame, I have perfect hammer and the perfect, if you want, uh, a perfect evening star. That's awesome. So that candle here on the 30 minutes time frame, it's a pure bearish sign on the Dow. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame as well. So we checked all the time frame. I think we might see a close below this area and then like a big fall of the Dow Jones. Let's go to the Nasdaq. On the daily time frame, I have a channel here that is already broken. So my favorite scenario would be a retest and a fall. And I think that's the case here. If that candle here was a fake breakout, then that candle here wants to absorb and engulf the previous bearish candle, and then I will be looking to go long from there. However, I don't think that I think I will go short from there. Like technically speaking and fundamentally speaking, we have to watch carefully these areas here. I will draw them. So these areas here that forms, if you want, the neckline of that channel here are already broken, and then that channel here is already broken. So I think we might have a big probability to have our first fall towards the 13,800 something here on these areas, as well as it might fall again. Sure, it will have a small retest on a 4 hour candle. Like the price is resisting here on this candle. I think we have to watch these areas. Let's check another. On the 1 hour time frame, we have nothing, as well as on the 30 minutes time frame, we have nothing. Let's check the 15. Even on the 15, we don't have anything. So for me, it's like it's 65-35 risk. 65 to go short and 35 to go long. So in my personal views, I don't think it will touch. Like I will watch like the close of the candle to see what are the upcoming opportunities. We will finish today with the WTI USD crude oil. So on the daily time frame, so that one here on the 50 MA, it was a perfect and astonishing sell. However, I think it might touch the trend line again and it will resist on these areas. I don't think it will fall like that much just in a couple of minutes. And it's the oil. So my bullish trend line, uh, it's still resilient if you want. So I think I will be looking to go long from these areas here. Let's go to the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours candle, so these areas here, like I have to watch them. It's the combination between sports as well as the trend line. So it might be forming a double bottom here, and if it's the case, so I will go long to the 88 approximately. So that was everything for today. It's Johnny. I hold the position of Chief Economic Analyst at Oakshare. We'll see you on Monday. God soon.